Right. Hi, everyone. My name is Tracy. I'm your host for Healing Starts With You, an astrology and healing podcast. So one of the questions that I receive a lot is, why is my past holding me back? And when I look into their chart, there's three things that I see in many people's charts. The first one is resistance. They have a resistance when it comes to relationships, when it comes to money, when it comes to their job. Okay. And it could be a trauma that happened in their childhood. So they have that resistance and they have that. And then another one is fear of change. So resistance, fear of change. What would happen if I change my life? What would happen if I change my job? What would happen if I change my relationship? What would happen if I moved to a different country? Right? They have that fear of change. That happens with a lot of people. And the last one is there's no response. So I'll do an astrology chart. I'll tell them about their past, present, and the future, and there'll be no response at all. But to me, that just tells me that their soul is not ready to move forward, that there's still a lot of lessons that they need to learn before they can move towards their destiny. A lot of people are just not ready. They have that resistance, that fear of change, and they're just not ready to move forward. And that's okay too, because they're not finished the lessons that they need to learn in this lifetime, right? So this is one of the questions that I always receive. A lot of us always stay in the past. So when I look into their past lives, there could be something that's keeping them stuck, right? So for me, when I did my past life, it was resistance in relationships. And I ended up just staying in one of my relationships for a really, 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 really long time of that fear of change. What would happen if I left that relationship, right? What would happen? And so I was stuck, right? So in this lifetime, when I had my first relationship, I had that resistance, but then I knew that if I didn't move forward, I would always end up being with that same person in a relationship that I didn't want to be in, right? So sometimes when someone asks me that question, I always look into their past. I look into their past lives to see what is holding them stuck and how they can move forward into their future, into their destiny. Okay. So let me know in the comments below what you think. Okay. And always subscribe to my podcast. Thank you.